You know, I'm down 65 pounds. Fruit is my afternoon snack now. I don't add ice cream, so I don't add whipped cream. I don't add anything. I eat the fruit the way it was made by God. Now, I just made this for my wife. Watermelon, berries, strawberries, and raspberries. That's how I'm losing weight.
So as of yesterday, I lost 65 pounds. Now, here's what you got to do to lose weight, I'll tell you. I'm about to go into the store here, the grocery store, the Fred Meyer, or Walmart, or wherever you're going. You have to decide in advance what you're going to buy before you go into the store. Now, I just do it mentally, and I'm trained now after like 100 days of doing this, or how many ever days it's been so far. Well, March, April, May, June. So it's been 90 days, 100 days. But if you have to make a list, write it down, do it, and stick to your list. Well, that'll save you like 30% this year. But if you're trying to lose weight, that's why I'm making this for my food playlist. You have to decide what exactly you're going to buy before you walk in that store. Now, let's go in. So I've lost 8 inches on my waist. My pants size has gone down 8 inches. And I had to buy 2 whole new belts already. So you see, in my mind, I've already decided what I'm going to buy, and I'm not going to buy anything else. That's pretty much it. I got apples at home. I got bananas at home. I got rice at home. I got everything else at home. You know what? We could get a couple avocados because they're on sale. I'll eat these today with my wife. You guys know I don't buy meat anymore. I'm not paying $30 for that. Okay, see there? $28. I spent $28 and I have enough food for 3 days. So yeah, with the food I got at home still, you see, my wife and I, believe it or not, we cut back on our grocery bill 35 to 40%, no junk foods. Cook 100% of everything at home. I lost 65 pounds as of yesterday. You can go to my playlist and look. And my wife and I now buy groceries under $600 a month for 2 people. Now, I challenge anyone to beat that.
This really is the easiest way to tell if you are going to heaven or hell when you die. If you have accepted Jesus Christ and your sins are forgiven and you follow Jesus Christ throughout your lifetime and you said yes to his offer, then you will be going to heaven most likely. If you have fully rejected God and his offer through Jesus Christ, then you are going to hell when you die. Now, I know there's a lot more details involved in that, but without getting into the details, accept Christ, you will be in heaven. Reject Christ, if you've rejected Christ your whole life, you will be in hell, and both are eternal. And that is just really the easiest way to tell if you're going to heaven or hell. Did you follow Jesus, or did you follow the world your whole life? It's very simple.
This is what it's coming to, guys, right here. It's the only, oh my goodness. It's the only way you're going to be able to afford the future. On the Oregon coast.
in the sand dunes down by the ocean. I cook this on medium for 5 minutes. Oatmeal and apple. Gonna cut up an orange. That looks good. Let's put in a big banana. Oh, it looks even better. 100% raw, unfiltered honey. Very low fat, no salt, no cream, no milk, no yogurt, no coffee, just drink water, no butter, none of that junk. I have 300 calories of fruit, 200 to 250 calories of oats. This thing will last me 6 hours today. This is one of my favorite meals. It's easy to make, and it's very low fat, low calorie, and very full of energy and all the goodness you need to make it through half the day. And it's very inexpensive to make. 1 can of green beans. And making this and eating this makes me feel good too. One of those tiny miniature boxes of raisins. Cherry tomatoes cut in half. I'm falling in love with tomatoes in my old years here, old age. Okay, half a cut up apple. Sweetness. Sometimes I make this with peas, a can of peas instead of green beans. 1 small can of tuna in water, not oil. Okay, tuna, rinse out the can so it doesn't smell up your garbage and the rest of your house. Oh, who loves green onions? I cut these with a kitchen scissors, green onions. I'm going to take 1 large slice of cracked wheat here, sourdough. Piece of large sourdough. Now I just break that up and put it right on top, and you'll see here. I use no sugar, no salt, and no mayonnaise, no dressing of any kind. I use extra virgin olive oil, and I just pour some right over the bread. Not too much, that's more than enough. It's the only fat I use, no sugar at all. I quit salts and sugars for life. Now look at that. Look at how much I got in there. Believe this or not, this is around 500 calories. This is less than $4 and 500 calories, and I'd say about 2% fat, no sugar, no salt. But this, when you get 500 calories like this, it's better than eating a 1,000-calorie cheeseburger. This will fill you up more, healthier, and longer. I would definitely say one of the top 5 problems with people today. You are spending all your time and resources looking for something that doesn't exist. It doesn't actually exist. That's why you never find it. Or the thing that you want is right in front of you at your feet. But you spend incredible amounts of money and time, and you go far, far away, several states away, trying to find the thing that was right in front of you the whole entire time. You sitting on the concrete, soaking up the sun. All right, see you later. This little tiny salad is $10 flippin' now. Wow, $10? You gotta be kidding. This little chicken salad, this half-size one, is $8. Dang. Who wants to do some really healthy cooking today? And this is why I'm down 65 pounds. I lost 65 pounds so far. Now I only use extra virgin olive oil. Yummy. Okay, 1 tiny little piece of broccoli. We're going to take this and put it in a different pan for right now. Got some red onion. Extra virgin olive oil. You know, if you want something in life, you better get off your butt and get it done. You probably got 5 people, 8 people in this world that would help you in an emergency. You better be treating those people real good. Okay. Green onions. Green onions. Losing weight with onions. No salt seasoning. I don't use salt anymore. I've been eating a lot of bananas and a lot of tomatoes this year. Who like a cherry tomato? I eat bananas and tomatoes and onions almost every single day. You know, cooking is basically just heating up your food to a certain temperature. People make way too much out of cooking. It's just heating up certain foods to certain temperatures that you like, and it kills all the bacteria and things, and then you eat them. People spend way too much time with fancy foods. If you look up what temperatures foods are supposed to be safe on the internet, it'll change the rest of your life. Okay, I love me some sweet peas. Loving me some peas. Who wants an avocado? Now that was enough for 2 people for dinner for around $6. I sprinkled some honey on there, you can tell. Raw honey, unfiltered, unprocessed. Put some honey on there. So I take a knife and just go all the way around these like a circle. Then it splits open in half. I take the seed out. Then a spoon just gets right in there and the whole thing comes out. And voila, then you got a little boat. So you got that avocado. Let's go ahead and garnish 3 strawberries on the side. Now here's the thing, $7, 2 people. And I've got everything on sale actually. My calories have been cut in half. My fat has been cut by 80%. I never eat over 3% fat content anymore. And our grocery bill has gone down 35 to 40% when you don't add in cookies and chips and donuts and meat, no pastas. I use rice. We don't buy the expensive things anymore because they're not healthy.
I now have proof that Oregon is full of stoners.
You know, I'm down 65 pounds. Fruit is my afternoon snack now. I don't add ice cream, so I don't add whipped cream. I don't add anything. I eat the fruit the way it was made by God. Now, I just made this for my wife. Watermelon, berries, strawberries, and raspberries. That's how I'm losing weight.
There's Cape Perpetua in the, well, it's not foggy on this, okay. A little bit on the top, you know, it's foggy all the way up here. If you love the Oregon coast, you should spend at least 5 days at Cape Perpetua. There's more to do here than you can even imagine. Well, you can hardly even see the road down here. Look at that foggy bridge, Big Creek Bridge, Oregon coast.
Okay, I'm going to make a meal for one person. It's going to be, the goal is to make it extremely healthy and low fat. Really good tasting. And let's see how much we spend. Spend very little. Okay, these 3 onions, $1. And look at all that food for only $1 so far. Extra virgin olive oil. Okay, 1 can of kidney beans. I got these for $1. Okay, $1 worth of tomatoes. Oh, that looks good. Let's put a little seasoning in there. I'm going to put a little Italian in there. No salt. No salt seasoning. I don't use salt anymore. I'm not sure if I'll be able to eat all this. I might have to save some for tonight. This is $3 so far. Now I'm going to spurge and get some pink salmon. This is $4. Or $3.50. $3.50, I can't remember. We'll call it $4. That's 14.75, almost 15 ounces of salmon. Now, as of this morning, I'm down 65 pounds as of this morning. This is my biggest meal of the day. I eat 1 big meal and 1 small meal of fruit. You can look at my playlist to see how I lost 65 pounds so far. I don't eat out. I do all my cooking at home. Look at all this protein. So this salmon is 480 calories, but the tomatoes, so we'll call it 5. The tomatoes were 100. Onions were about 100. And the beans, I don't know, let me look. The beans were about 320, so 570. So I got 1,000 calories here, but I don't normally eat the meat every day. I only eat it twice a week. Otherwise, I'd only have 600 calories here and then I'd eat a couple pieces of fruit and maybe a cup of oatmeal, and that's it. And all water, 100% water, 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 water. And now I'm down 65 pounds as of this morning. Got a yellow onion and a red onion. Got some good old tasty broccoli in extra virgin olive oil. Whoa, look at all those green beans. No salt seasoning, non-salt. Never put a salt in it. I don't use salt in my seasoning. That was good and healthy, healthy, healthy. Who likes some mushrooms? Yeah, people have stopped cooking at home because it takes too long. And so they become unhealthy because they don't do any home cooking. Who wants some delicious tomatoes on top here? Just steaming away. Just steam those tomatoes.
That's what I said. I said 2025 is going to be the year of the banana for me. So I eat 2 bananas every single day so far this year, and it's been changing my life. I'm down 63 pounds. I lost 63 pounds so far. And instead of potato chips, I eat bananas. Instead of getting an Egg McMuffin, I buy bananas.
We're going to make some delicious rice. You boil it for about 4 or 5 minutes. Then you turn it down to medium. And then you turn it down to simmer. Put a lid on it and take it off, and then it cooks the rest of the way. Believe this or not, this is one of the main reasons I'm losing weight. Instead of crinkle cut French fries, now I eat crinkle cut carrots. I'm totally serious. Put some seasoning on there. I don't use salt. I never use salt anymore. Red onions. A white onion. Yummy, yummy, yummy. One of my favorite things. I eat these instead of French fries now. Sugar snaps, peas. Instead of French fries, I now eat sugar snap peas, and if I want to put some fat-free salsa on here, I will. Yummy. Extra virgin olive oil, boy. This is awesome. Okay, mix it up. A little more non-salt, non-sugar seasoning, non-chemical, just straight seasoning with no additives. Got a few cherry tomatoes I had to get rid of there. Some frozen cauliflower. That whole bag of cauliflower was 70 calories. Only 70 calories. We have some vegetables. A lot of vegetables. Have you ever sat down and tried to cook 1,000 calories worth of vegetables and just eat only those today? It's almost impossible. 1,000 calories of vegetables is a lot of vegetables for one person. We got the beautiful rice. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. The bottom looks just as good. Oh, yeah, that one looks even better. Okay, now we're going to take some honey and drizzle it on the top. That's why you're going to need paper towels or keep licking your fingers a lot. I put it on the top because it stays on a lot better and tastes better. In other words, it doesn't melt away this way. You know, nighttime snack here, 2 cut up oranges sprinkled with honey. You know, during the Great Depression after 1929, men were so hungry they'd walk down the street and eat the orange pills or lemon pills off the ground. Or they would even eat the peanut shells that people dropped on the ground. There were like 25% of America was so hungry. They said that even a little piece of bread smaller than what a sparrow would eat, they would be picking them out of the cracks in the sidewalk and trying to put them in their mouth to stay alive. I don't normally make this kind of food anymore, but I'm down 63 pounds this morning. But I have a special dinner to make for someone. Like, this is like a once every 6 month special dinner for a friend. So I'm going to make them this and the best omelet you've ever seen. Look at it! Oh my gosh, the price of a dozen of eggs is making me so poor. They went up $1.50. Sarcasm, sarcasm. And then you go out and buy a $4,000 a month house. 1 dozen eggs. It's going to be a 12 egg super hoop duper duper super omelet. Okay, very low fat milk, 1% or 2% milk. Oregano, Italiano. Now, I put extra milk in this on purpose because I want it to be a super fluffy omelet to cover all the ingredients I'm putting in it. Mushrooms, 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 mushrooms.
And an omelet, I like to cut them up, or smash them down. And mushrooms are very healthy, and they're actually very inexpensive still. Okay, a big thing of cheesy broccoli. Okay, some 1 cut of apple to sweeten it. You want it to get a little sweet in there. Now you want to make sure that's even, because I'm going to put the eggs in pretty soon. But something that most of you don't put in your omelet, this is an old Midwestern thing. Sweet peas. People love sweet peas in their omelets back in the Midwest. So I'm just going to leave those right on top. Isn't that sweet? That's what Popeye used to call his girlfriend, Sweet Pea. Okay, here we go. Slowly. You don't want to mix everything up. Oh, I got one I didn't pop there. It's all right. It'll cook anyway. Now you just kind of want to make this to where it kind of settles down to the bottom without moving stuff around. Make sure you get the middle. Now an omelet this size will never ever cook on its own. You have to put a lid on it. So what I do is put a lid on it, turn it down to medium or medium high, and then just check it every 3 minutes. Check the middle. And when the eggs are done, the omelet is done. But wait, I have stuff to put on the top, so hang on. Okay, so when this is like 25% cooked, you want to set those on the top so they stay on the top and cook the rest of the way on the top like this. It also looks good. It's aesthetically pleasing. It makes you feel better about your food, to see your food. And then put the lid back on. It's been 5 minutes. Now you see this isn't even close. Isn't even close. So you kind of poke it a little. When you do an omelet in a pan like this, it's like doing it in the oven. And with that lid on, it creates moisture on top. So I'm going to leave the lid off now so the moisture starts leaving and you pop the bubbles there. And when the top is done, then the middle will still take another 5 minutes. And you will have one beautiful omelet. Another way, if you want to do this and make it a little more crispy on the top, you can put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes, but make sure the oven's at 350, and then it'll cook a lot faster. And if you notice, I'm not using cheese. No cheese. I don't use cheese anymore. I don't eat dairy. This is all for someone else. The reason I don't use cheese is because it's fattening, full of salt, and it's processed. Not so much that it's unhealthy, it's fattening, and I'm trying to lose fat. It's salty, and I don't eat salt anymore. And it's processed, and I don't drink anything but water now. You can go to my playlist and see I'm down 63 pounds and how I did it. And another way, if you want to do it on the stove like me, this takes a long time to make this, like 45 minutes. You see where it's bubbling? That's where it's still cooking. You see where it's not bubbling? That's done. This is done over here. You see the bubbling over here? So I use a fork and I move it around a little, and then it eventually stops bubbling and it's completely cooked all the way through in there. Another reason it's taken too long is because of the, I put too much milk in it because of all the ingredients I had in it. Now this doesn't come out like an omelet, it comes out like a scrambled egg omelet souffle. But it's still very delicious. Hold on, 2 more things there, whippersnappers, settle down. So now you put potatoes right on top. Then you take whatever your favorite sauce is, mild, medium, hot, whatever. You put some sauce on there. And then a friend who I'm making this for is going to be so happy. Now you can make this, put it in the let it cool off, put it in the plastic tubs. You can freeze this for 3 days, and you can eat this for 3 days. Stick a fork in it, Roy.
This is probably like 800 or 900 calories per plate. So I wouldn't eat this only every 24 hours. Whoa, a tower of vegetables. Now that looks delicious. It's very low fat, maybe less than 5% fat. Chicken's the only fattening thing in there. Good protein. I hardly ever eat chicken, like twice a month. Right now, today, I'm down 62 pounds. One whole red onion, one whole white yellow onion. I love the sweetness of shallots, onions, so I'm going to put one in. I think I'm going to eat onion soup for the next 50 or 60 days and try to lose 20 pounds. Now, I cut up these shallots, but they're kind of a sweet onion. A shallot is kind of sweet. So I don't put these in the soup until 10 minutes before it's done because they don't take very long. And you want to retain some of their flavor. Nice thing about onion soup is I can make a whole thing of onion soup for 650 calories or less. Put whatever seasoning you want in, but I do not use salt anymore. I stopped using salt. A little Italian, a little oregano. You can put pepper in there. I don't use salt ever. I also don't chop my onions up real thin because I like big chunks, but when it's cooking, they're all going to break up on their own anyway. The key to any kind of cooking is patience, patience, patience. That's why fast food is so popular, because people have no patience in today's society. Now, I'm literally going to eat this for like 45 days in a row. I'm going to make this every day for 45 days in a row. I'm down 60 pounds, well, 61 pounds this morning. So I'm going to lose 19 more pounds in the next 2 months. Okay, we got these sweet shallots. Swing low, sweet shallots. Now we got some green onions. Dun, 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 dun. No, wait, that's the wrong song. Who likes mushrooms? I just put them in whole, right like that. Do you know mushrooms are only 5 calories each? All right, a few cherry tomatoes there. Not too many. Like I said, I'm going to turn this to like 800 calories, and that's all I'm eating for 24 hours. So I'm going to take half a can of pink salmon. I'm going to put in a little extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit, just for flavor, mixture it in. A few vegetables. Now put the lid on that, let those cook down for about 8 minutes. Now let's check this out. See those onions on the bottom? They all broke up. It's got about 5 more minutes. See, they all broke up, so it's easy to... Now this is enough for 2 people and a child, but like I said, this is all I will be eating for 24 hours, and I'm going to lose 20 pounds in the next 60 days. Now I'm going to drop 1 hard-boiled egg on the top, and I'm done. Put some honey in the top. Turn off the heat, and you got some delicious onion soup. Fastest weight loss ever. You don't have to eat a whole meal. You can have a snack. This is about 270 calories. Banana, orange, a few cherry tomatoes. Just make a light snack for dinner and go to bed. Water, apple, apple, apple. I cook this for 5 minutes on medium heat. I do not add salt or sugar. When it's halfway done, I put a little bit of olive oil in there. That's it. That looks delicious. Banana. Now it looks even more delicious. And orange. Now it even looks more delicious. Sprinkle some honey on there. Unfiltered raw honey. All done. No salt, no sugar. Have a nice day. I want to show you how large this strawberry is. It may be the biggest strawberry I've ever seen in my life. And I used to grow strawberries as a kid. Look at the size of that strawberry. As of today, I am down 60 pounds. Healthy broccoli. Sugar snap peas. Oh, you can just eat them raw. Oh, I love those things. Extra virgin olive oil. I never use any kind of oil except extra virgin olive oil. I wanted to show you inside this pea pod. Look at those sweet peas. In my mouth they go. Let's add some sweetness in there. A small chopped up sweet apple. Mushrooms. Cut up those mushrooms. So today I'm having no carbs and no canned fish. A carb-free and a meat-free day today. Just all vegetables and fruit. Wants to add a little Italian and a little oregano. I gave up 100% of salt, basically. All right, let's put some bold red color in there. Cherry tomatoes. Let's add these 2 things of green onions. Oh, yeah. Now, this is for 2 people. Believe it or not, I got less than 800 calories in here so far. You divide that by 2 people, it's only 400 calories each. Now, this takes me about 20 minutes to cook it all at home. But I'm down 60 pounds as of today, so it's been working. It's time well spent. And I'm saying in 10 more pounds, I'll be down 70 pounds. In 10 more pounds, I'll be down 70 pounds by the grace and mercy of Jesus Christ. Not many people can say they lost 70 pounds on this earth. I mean, it's a very small club. So in 10 more pounds, in about 2 months, June and July, I'll be able to say I lost 70 pounds in about 60 more days. This is literally about 800 calories divided by 2 people. And then tonight I'll have a banana and a couple oranges for 300 calories. So I'll have eaten 800 calories today. But because it's whole foods, real food, it keeps me full for 24 hours. And junk food never used to keep me full. It only kept me full for like an hour. Now I will sprinkle a little honey on here. This is literally less than 400 calories. Put a lid on this. That's my wife's dinner tonight. So you only need to cook once for 2 people. This will keep me full for 6 to 8 hours.